Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. For decades, the X-Men franchise has stood as one of Marvel's most beloved and iconic properties. With its deep bench of powerful mutants, social allegories, and emotionally complex storytelling, X-Men shaped generations of fans both on the page and the screen. But while characters like Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America were able to assemble under the Marvel Studios umbrella in the Marvel Cinematic Universe (MCU), the X-Men were notably absent. Now, after years of legal red tape, corporate battles, and creative patience, the mutants are finally inching closer to their long-awaited MCU debut. A split from the start. The story begins in the 1990s. Long before the MCU existed, at the time, Marvel Comics was facing financial turmoil. In an effort to survive, Marvel sold off the film rights to many of its characters. Spider-Man went to Sony, the Fantastic Four and X-Men to 20th Century Fox, and others like Hulk and Namor to Universal. Fox wasted no time turning X-Men into a cinematic juggernaut. With the 2000 release of Bryan Singer's X-Men, the film marked the beginning of the modern superhero movie era. The success spawned multiple sequels and spin-offs, turning Hugh Jackman's Wolverine into a global icon and giving fans memorable moments, from Magneto's Holocaust survival backstory to the emotional gut punch of Logan. Yet despite the success, the X-Men were operating in a cinematic silo. They couldn't reference the Avengers, S.H.I.E.L.D., or Thanos, nor could the MCU acknowledge mutants. The rights divide became more noticeable as Marvel Studios rapidly built its shared cinematic universe. Beginning in 2008 with Iron Man, Disney's game-changing acquisition, the first real hope for a united Marvel universe came in December 2017. When Disney announced its plan to acquire 21st Century Fox in a massive $71.3 billion deal. For Marvel fans, this wasn't just a business transaction, it was a tectonic shift. It meant the X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool would finally return home. The deal closed in March 2019, officially transferring the rights to Disney. But despite the fanfare, Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige made it clear that integration wouldn't happen overnight. With Phase 4 already planned and filmed, projects like Black Widow and Eternals in the pipeline, the reintroduction of mutants had to be strategic. Subtle hints and Easter eggs. No X-Men film has yet been released under the MCU banner. Marvel has been planting seeds. In the WandaVision series, 2021, fans were shocked when Evan Peters, who played Quicksilver in Fox's X-Men universe, appeared. While it turned out to be a misdirect, it signaled Marvel's willingness to blur multiversal lines. Then came Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness 2022, which featured Patrick Stewart's Charles Xavier in a multiversal cameo. And in Ms. Marvel, the word mutation was directly referenced for the first time in the MCU, with the X-Men '97 theme playing subtly in the background. Deadpool 3, now rebranded as Deadpool and Wolverine and slated for 2025, will officially be the first mutant-led MCU film, blending Fox's legacy with Marvel Studios' future. With Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine and multiverse chaos expected, it serves as a transitional bridge. The challenge of recasting icons. One of the major hurdles in introducing X-Men into the MCU has been casting. The original Fox films ran for nearly 2 decades, giving fans lasting portrayals of core characters like Wolverine, Jackman, Magneto, Ian McKellen, Michael Fassbender, and Professor X. Stewart, James McAvoy. Recasting these roles is a delicate balance. Marvel must find new faces who honor the essence of the characters while distinguishing them from their predecessors. There's also pressure to reflect today's diversity, as the X-Men have long been a metaphor for marginalized communities. Rumors have swirled about Taron Egerton as Wolverine or Giancarlo Esposito as Professor X, but no official casting has been confirmed. Kevin Feige has said repeatedly that Marvel wants to get it right, not just get it fast. Building a new narrative, and like the Avengers, the X-Men bring a unique world within a world. The idea of mutants, humans born with the X, layers of political, social, and philosophical complexity. In the comics, the X-Men were created as a metaphor for racism and civil rights struggles. That theme remains deeply relevant, especially in an era of global social movements. Feige and his creative team are reportedly crafting a narrative that doesn't just throw mutants into the mix, but explains their existence in a way that feels earned. Could the multiverse be the gateway? Or has the X-gene been dormant, awakened only after the events of Avengers, Endgame, or Secret Wars? Marvel Studios is also working on a reboot of the animated X-Men '97 series, suggesting that the mutant Momentum is building on all fronts. What's next? With Deadpool and Wolverine poised to break the mutant dam in 2025, the stage is finally set. After that, fans can expect more concrete announcements. The 2027 to 2028 Marvel slate is expected to include a full-fledged X-Men film possibly titled simply The Mutants. Based on earlier rumors, the path to the MCU for the X-Men has been long, twisted, and often frustrating for fans. But after decades of waiting, the pieces are falling into place. From casting to storytelling, the road ahead is filled with potential for one of the most important chapters in Marvel history. As Marvel Studios continues to expand its universe across time, space, and dimensions, the arrival of the X-Men isn't just inevitable, it's the next evolution.